I'll tell you what I watched in the week, folks. You've probably not seen it, but I'll tell you anyway. That Dale Winton thing, they did a bit of a live story on Dale Winton last weekend on that Channel 5 and the ever-expanding series of people that have died over the last few years that are sort of in the media. And it was alright, I quite liked it. I mean, I can't say I was a big fan of old Dale's there. Supermarket Sweep definitely wasn't for me. But he did more TV than I thought he'd done, you know, and he was pretty successful. But I do remember after he died, I read a good 2 or 3 page piece in the paper. And I felt sorry for the fellow. I thought, oh, there's a lot about him that I didn't know. And he's not had the greatest life in the world. For those that don't know, I mean, his mother and father split up when he was very young. His dad died when he was young, I think when he was like 12 or 13. He wasn't the greatest dad in the world, although he didn't have a lot of time with his dad. He stayed with his mother. His mother had mental health problems throughout her life. His mother was something of a film star, very, very glamorous film star. I think she was in A Hard Day's Night, to be honest with you. Only had a small part in there. She ultimately killed herself when Dale was, I think he wasn't even in his 20s, or he only just reached his 20s. No, in fact, I think he was 18. He was 18 or 21, something like that, and she killed herself, which is really sad. He always missed her. She knew he was gay very early on, but never wanted him to be. He once said to a confidant, he wishes if he could have took a pill to stop him being gay, he would have. He never really found love. By the way, if you've not seen this, I'm not trying to spoil it for you. The Dale Winton story, that is. I'm not trying to spoil it for you. I never thought of it that way. You're getting it all now, folks. I'm not going to stop now. I'm on a roll now. Yeah, he as I say, he wished he hadn't have been gay, but he was. Because at the time it wasn't the thing to be. You certainly didn't come out at a young age. He never really found love. He always went with bad boys and people that were looking at ripping him off. And I just felt sorry for the fella, really did. As I say, when I read about him, it was a shame. I know in his last few years he had some really bad ill health. I think he had a lot of rheumatism or arthritis or a combination of the two, whatever it may have been. And it was sad, really. But the one thing that I really took out of it that surprised me is the fact that he had to announce to the public he decided he was going to come out and let people know he was gay. I thought, I don't think it needed much announcing, Dale. I don't think it needed it at all, no. I think those amongst us that watched and listened to you, I think we sussed it. I do, honestly. And it takes me back to your man, doesn't it? Barry Manilow. I think was he in his mid-70s a few years ago now? He came out as gay. I thought, oh no, I'd never have guessed that, Barry. Never have guessed that at all. No, I would never have guessed it. Are they stupid? Do they think we're stupid? I think they must do, you know. I think they must think we're absolutely stupid. I mean, alright, you can't suss out every gay or lesbian or certainly bisexual person from a mouth. No, you can't. But there's many gay people that they do stick out something of a sore thumb, and I think Dale was definitely one of those, as was Barry. At least Dale told us in his earlier days. Barry left it till he was in his mid-70s. But no, I sussed that one as well, Barry. You didn't pull the wool over my eyes. You certainly wouldn't have pulled the bedclothes over him. Anyway, that's another story altogether. I better go.